I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving turkey, because Dana White just served us the biggest and most controversial surprise of the year. It is official. UFC 324, January 24th, live from the T-Mobile Arena. We are getting Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje for the Interim Lightweight Title. Why this is happening now on paper? This fight is fireworks. It's the violence of Gaethje meeting the hype of Paddy. It's also the first ever UFC event on Paramount Plus, so clearly the UFC wanted a massive casual fan attraction to kick off the new TV deal. But there is one massive problem with this picture. The robbery. The case for Arman. What about Arman Tsarukyan? We are talking about a guy who, literally less than a week ago, went into the main event of UFC Qatar and submitted Dan Hooker in the second round. He didn't just win. He cemented himself as the undeniable #1 contender. He's healthy, he's active, and he explicitly said he'd be ready for January. Dana White confirmed that the actual champ Ilia Topuria is out until spring 2026 for personal reasons. We need an interim belt. But to give that shot to Paddy Pimblett, who is ranked #6 and arguably hasn't beaten a prime top 5 contender yet, over Arman Tsarukyan, who has been tearing through the division's elite, that is a statement. And the statement is, entertainment is officially beating merit. Arman did everything right. He beat the contenders, he took the risks, he won the main events. And his reward? He gets skipped over for the money. So I have to ask you guys, is this the smartest business move by the UFC to launch on Paramount? Or is this the biggest competitive robbery we've seen in the lightweight division? Let's break it down. Arman is currently in the worst position a fighter can be in. The high-risk, low-reward avoided contender. The timing disaster. Arman just peaked at the wrong time. By fighting in late November, UFC Qatar, he missed the window to be booked for January. UFC 324. Even though he said he'd be ready, the UFC matchmaking machine prefers a full camp marketing cycle, especially for a network debut. The Belal Muhammad path. Arman is now facing the same shadow realm Belal Muhammad was in for years. He has two bad options. Wait, the safe but long route. He sits out until mid to late 2026 to fight. This kills his momentum income for over a year. Risk it, the trap. The UFC will likely offer him a stay-busy fight against a dangerous rising killer, like a Benoit Saint-Denis or a Fiziev rematch in the meantime. If he loses that, his title shot evaporates instantly. Expert take. The UFC effectively froze Arman out to protect the commercially bigger fight. Paddy. Arman is the better sport choice, but the business choice left him behind. 3. The Matador's choice. Why Topuria wants Paddy Ilia Topuria has been playing 4D chess with his callouts, and his preference for Paddy is calculated, not random. The Red Panty Night. Topuria understands leverage. A fight with Arman sells to hardcores. A fight with Paddy sells to the world. Topuria wants the PPV points from a Paddy fight because it likely doubles his paycheck. The stylistic matchup. Topuria has hinted in interviews like the one with MMA Junkie or his Spanish interviews that he views Arman as the harder stylistic fight due to the wrestling threat. The quote, Topuria has previously said he wants to smash Paddy's little teeth in. This is personal, but it's also strategic. He knows Paddy gets hit. Topuria is a master boxer. He likely sees Paddy as a food matchup, easier money for more fame. By ignoring Arman, he forces the UFC to make the fight the fans, or rather, the casuals,